let's start with our feet together and hands behind the back. Interlocking the fingers. If possible, the elbows are straight and we have a 90-degree angle at the wrist. Hold the shoulder blades towards one another. See if you notice a nice stretch across the front of your chest and lift the arms up and away. Holding this stretch, take a few full focused breaths. Let's breathe in through the nose and then breathe out, sighing from the mouth. Repeating that a few times. Bringing our focus and attention to our bodies, to our mats. Trying to let go of any stress or distractions from the day. And take the head, lift it, looking at the ceiling, head back, hanging heavy behind you. And start to move the head side to side, roll out the back of the neck. Looking straight and then bringing the chin down to the chest, lengthening now through the back of the neck. And same thing here, move the head side to side, massage your throat. Bring the head through center, look straight. Release the hands and arms, give them a little shake. And let's rotate our shoulders. Big rotations, bringing the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. You can take this at whatever speed feels comfortable for you and your body today. And changing direction other way. Really thinking about kind of enunciating the movement, exaggerating the movement, getting through that full rotation of the shoulder. And let that go, shake it out. With the feet together, bend and straighten your knees a few times. Just warming up our base and the bottom half of our body. Keep the knees bent and rotate. Change direction other way. Bend the knees, press the ground away to stand up. Hands on the hips, let's come up and down on the toes. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Separating the feet, hips width, and repeat. And further than hips width, repeating up and down on the toes. Next time you come up on the toes, hold it, balance. And heels down, heels together, lift the toes up. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Separate the feet, hips width distance, repeat. So we're reversing the action we just did of coming up onto the toes. Now we're pressing weight into the ground from our heels, lifting the toes up, and wider than hips width distance now. And release. Coming back up on the toes here, drop one heel down and then the other, side to side. The key here is taking the full weight of the body up onto the toes and then dropping it down from one side to the other, alternating back and forth. Let's bring those feet into hips width distance now. And now feet together. Separating the feet hips width distance once more. We'll open up the sides of the feet. So bending into the knees, pressing the knees together, balancing on the inside edge of the foot. Toe, big toe presses into the floor, knees pressing together, tailbone pressing back, chest broad, and squeeze. And now open the knees, roll onto the outside edges of the feet. The rest of the alignment stays the same. Tailbone presses back, chest, collarbones broaden, chin parallel to the floor. And now trying to hold the position of the upper body, move the knees, open and close. And flatten the feet, press the ground away to stand up. If the legs are a little bit tired or sore, you can kick them out. Just move the energy around a little bit. Okay, let's work bottom to top today. So feet separated to about hips width distance. We'll bend and straighten the knees again with a wider stance. And then hold the knees bent. Elbows just gently resting on the knees, chin parallel to the floor, looking straight ahead. Press the ground away to stand up. Bring the feet together, hands on the hips. We'll work through our ankles, our knees, our hips with a rotation of the foot. Back to center, other way with the foot as you open up the leg to the side. Back to center, other side. And other way with the ankle rotation. Now swinging the foot side to side. Switching legs when you're ready. You can take this at your own pace. Now we'll take the foot up and down. Pointing and flexing that foot. So moving at your own speed here. Slow, fast, or anywhere in between. Don't need to match my speed or anyone else's who may be around you. Next movement is a rotation of the knee, letting the foot hang heavy and just go along for the ride with the action of your knee. Switching legs when you're ready. Other way. And down. Bending and straightening now. Take this one back behind you. So straight back, back corner, side wall, front corner, and straight ahead. Switching sides when you feel ready. Okay, last part here, we'll do our reverse bicycle and our forward bicycle, staying on one leg as we go through that. So 1 rep with our reverse bicycle and then go forward, staying on the same standing leg. And then switching legs, reverse your bike first. And then forward pedal. From here, bend the knees, kick your butt. Switching side to side. Take 5 steps forward and 5 steps backward. Changing our position, opposite heel to opposite glute. Bending at the knee, trying to kick your butt, opposite side. Take 5 steps forward and back. Hands come out to our sides, and then we'll take the heel toward the hand. Inhale up, exhale down. Sink the breath to the movement of the lower leg and the foot. 5 steps forward. And 5 steps back. Now take those hands forward. Same thing, but shifting the position of the leg. 5 steps. And back. Now our knees, so knees come forward. Five steps forward. And back. Front corners. Inhale as you bring that knee up, and exhale as you bring it down. And let's release. Take a moment to pause, focus on your breath. Big inhale through the nose, and on your exhale, sigh it out from your mouth. Make some noise on that exhale. Thinking of it as a sigh of relief. That audible sigh of relief helps us release tension, release heat. So release that physical energy of the body. And it also helps us release sort of mental and energetic stress as well. Continuing on, so moving up, we worked our feet, we focused on our knees. Now we'll come up to our hips with our spider movements. We'll do these on the inhale so we can start to also wake up and warm up the shoulders. With these movements, remember we're going to inhale as we open and lift the leg, 1 and 2. And then exhale here as we come back to center. Take 5 steps forward. And backward. And pause, take a moment. Take a quick break, take a breath. And depending on your surroundings, just adjust a little bit if you need to be able to walk forward and backward. So maybe you can't go straight forward, but you could come and go up and down your yoga mat. Be careful of your surroundings and your walls as you kick your legs. Maybe you could go in a circle. You don't have a lot of space to move forward and backward. But the purpose of shifting the movement from stationary to moving is to give our muscles, our tendons, our ligaments a different sort of input, a different action, right? So when we think about our daily lives, right, we're not just always walking in a perfectly straight line. Sometimes maybe there's a crack in the sidewalk, we have to pivot. You know, maybe we trip on it and we have to catch ourselves. So the more we incorporate these different movement patterns into our yoga practice, the more apt and adept we are to handle those things out when we're in the world and off of our mat. All right, let's continue. 3 and 4 now, straight back. The head lifts with the leg and comes forward as the leg goes down. Take 5 steps. And back. And pause, take a moment. Take a break, take a breath. Reset, lower the heart rate. Using that sigh of relief technique anytime you feel you need it, especially when we're taking these pauses in between our sets. Coming back to our starting position, let's shift to 5 and 6 now. So the leg moves to the back corner, head lifts with the leg, and looks straight as the leg comes down. Take 5 steps forward. And back. And pause. Part of this series of movement is bringing that heart rate up with the movement and then intentionally taking our pause, taking our break to slow the heart rate down. As we go through that switching from an elevated heart rate to a decreased heart rate, that helps us build and strengthen our nervous system, build our heart rate variability, gives us a lot of positive benefits through the entire body. Back to center, we'll do 7 and 8 now. Knee lifts straight up, head stays still. Inhale, open and lift. Exhale as you close and lower the leg. Take your 5 steps. And reverse. And pause. All right, final 2, 9 and 10. Everything stays the same except we shift the legs to the front corners. Take 5 steps. And reverse. And release. Focus on that full breath. Maybe you're closing the eyes for a moment, turning your attention inside. Maybe you're bringing in that sigh of relief on your exhales, releasing tension, heat, or stress. Separate your feet to hips width distance. Let's rotate the hips. With this action, we're connecting those 10 points that we just moved our hip joint through. And hopefully, this circular movement feels nice and smooth. The more we practice our spider movement series, the smoother this rotation will feel. With regular practice of this movement, we bring fresh blood and oxygen into our hip joint, into our hip flexor muscles, into all the supporting tendons and ligaments, everything that helps us move our hips, plus the other parts of the body that are below and above, connected in through that hip joint. Keep rotating, move the hands to the lower back. Connecting the breath with a half circle inhale, half circle exhale. And hands to the chest. Hands move to the shoulders. Elbows are bent and in close to the ears. Straighten the arms, hands straight up overhead. Take that rotation in reverse direction. Hands are still overhead. Elbows are as straight as possible. Reaching the hands, trying to touch the ceiling. Bend your elbows, hands come to your shoulders. We're breathing half circle inhale, half circle exhale to connect the breath to movement. Hands come to the chest. Hands move to the lower back. Elbows pull in toward one another. Hands move to the lower belly. And release, let it go, pause your rotation. If the eyes are closed, keep them closed. If they're not, maybe you'll decide to close them for a moment here as we let our energy settle. Take a moment for full body relaxation. Thinking of this like a moment of standing Shavasana where just everything relaxes and is loose. Okay, feel free to blink those eyes open. Hands come to the lower belly once more. Wag your tail a few times side to side with the head looking straight forward. And come to center, pause, let's breathe together. Fast breathing, pump your belly, pump your diaphragm. Seal the lips, breath is in and out through your nose. Slow that down. On your next exhale, hold the breath out, squeeze the abdomen wall up and in. Exhale more from your mouth, try to empty your lungs completely. Keep squeezing, keep holding. And massage the organs, move the stomach without breath. Through your nose, inhale, holding at the top. Slowly, gently let it go. Exhaling. And again here, taking a moment to pause, letting the energy settle. And a reminder for everyone that any feelings of dizziness, lightheadedness that come up as we're going through this pranayama, going through this breath work, just know that that is completely normal. It's a result simply of bringing oxygen and CO2 in and out of the body quickly. If it ever does feel like too much, if it feels overwhelming, just stop what you're doing, pause, sit down maybe if you need to sit down, and just give yourself a little bit of time to recalibrate and then come back and join us when you're feeling ready. We'll shift our hands to the lower back and repeat this pranayama. We'll twist a little bit first, wagging your tail side to side. The head turns with the torso this time, front corner to front corner. Pause at the center, fast breathing, pump your diaphragm. Slowing that down. As you slow down, really focus on letting the belly expand as you inhale and protrude out, and then pull in, contract on your exhale. And on that next exhale, squeeze, hold, tighten the abdomen wall. Exhale more from the mouth, empty your lungs. Keep holding the breath out and move the stomach without breath. Inhale through the nose, hold the breath. Take another sip of air if possible, keep holding. When you're ready, release the breath slowly with control. And take your moment to pause and relax. Another thing that's important to remember with our movement practices is that the pause, stopping the movement, stopping the action, is just as important as the movement and the action itself. So be aware, try not to skip through the moments of relaxation. They're just as important as those moments of movement. Anyone who's ever studied music would know similarly that the rest in a piece of music, right? You're playing notes, and then you stop and you take a few beats of rest. That's just as important to the song and to the emotion of the song as those notes are. So similar concept for anyone who may have some of that background. And we'll bring the hands to the chest, twisting to the side wall. Let's twist and hold for a moment here. Take that moment of pause, holding the twist. Other side, pause and hold. Back to center, fast breathing, pump your belly. Slowing that down. Focus on accentuating that exhale and that inhale as you slow this down. On the next exhale, squeeze, hold, tighten. Pull that abdomen wall in and squeeze. Exhale more from your mouth, empty your lungs. As you hold the breath out, move the stomach, move the organs without breath. Inhale through the nose, holding at the top. And with control, we release the breath. Holding, taking a moment to pause. Bring those arms up overhead and then palms onto our shoulders, twisting a little further this time, back corner of the room to back corner of the room. Pause and hold. Inhale, come through center, pause, hold other side. Back to center, pump the belly, fast breathing. Slowing that down. On the next exhale, squeeze, hold, tighten. Exhale more from the mouth to empty the lungs. And massage those organs without breath. Inhale through the nose, hold at the top. If possible, take in another sip of air, keep holding. And let it go, slowly with control. Pausing at the bottom of your exhale. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead, twisting. Half rotation, 180 degrees, trying to look at the wall behind you. And pause back to center. We're going to change up the breath here. So straighten the arms, elbows if possible, reaching towards the ceiling. Stick out the tongue. Exhale from the back of your throat, making a ha sound. Keep going. Turn your head to one side. Other side. Looking up. Looking down. Inhale through the nose, lift the head. Then exhale, sigh of relief. Ah. As we work through this series of pranayama, we're doing a lot of really good things for our body, gaining a lot of benefits. One of the really important things that's happening is that we're cleansing and we're cleaning the inside, the tubes, the cavities, right? The esophagus, the larynx, the pharynx, the lungs, all of those parts of our body that we don't see from the outside. So we'll continue to do our cleansing breath with something called the lion's breath. Bringing the hands onto the knees, just resting gently, slight bend in the knees. Take a big inhale through the nose and big forceful exhalation from the mouth, sticking out the tongue. Two more like that. Inhale first. Exhale forcefully. Inhale through the nose as you press the ground away with the feet. And exhale as you reach the top and stand up straight. The next thing we'll do is we'll balance the frequency of our body, the frequency of our brain by making a sound, vocalizing, creating a vibration that will help balance the left and right side of our brains. We'll do this on ah, o, and Each one of those syllables creates a different frequency and a different vibration to help us achieve that balance. Inhale, arms up overhead. On your exhale, make us ah sound. Ah. Next, we'll do O, which carries a different vibration than ah. Inhale, arms up. Inhale and exhale. Our third vibration will be so keeping the lips sealed this time. Inhale, arms up. And finally, we'll put it all together on one breath, one exhalation. Ah, oh, Inhale, lift up. Inhale and exhale. Take a moment to pause and enjoy the reverberation from the vocalization. Shifting back to our pranayama with our breath. Gentle bend in the knees, hands resting lightly, stick out the tongue, puppy's breath, panting, gently massaging your esophagus. Keep going, turn your head side to side. Moving the head up and down. Look straight ahead, inhale, press the ground away to stand up. And exhale as you reach the top. And our final pranayama exercise will be our brain polishing breath. So we'll close the eyes, focus right between the eyebrows, seal the lips, and breathe quickly in and out through the nose. Keep going, turn your head to one side. Other side. Toward the ceiling. And toward the floor. On an inhale, press the ground away to stand up. And exhale as you reach the top. Sigh of relief. Let the shoulders melt down your back. Okay, let's take some rotations of the shoulder. Once more here. And other way. And shake the hands out a little bit. Let those fingers all move and shake. And let's come to our first position. Palms face out, 90-degree angle in the wrists. And looking side to side, middle finger to middle finger. From here, bring the hands, fingers together over the head, straighten the elbows. Pressing the hips back, hinging forward. Holding parallel to the floor, looking straight ahead. Release that down. Hands don't need to touch the floor here. They can come onto the knees, the legs, the feet. Letting the upper body relax in this fold. Using your next inhale to support you, coming back up, press the ground away. Twist to one side, other side. Side bend, bump the hips to one side and then arch and round through the torso, arm, armpit. Inhale through center, other side. And coming back up through center on your inhale, release the arms and shake it out. From first position, we turn the fingers down to our second position. Inhaling up, exhaling down, moving the head and the neck. Spread those fingers wide, actively bending through the wrist. And looking straight ahead, let's release the arms. To counter stretch what we just did, we're going to take our hands behind the back, clasping the fingers together, and then focus carefully here, because what we need to do is different than what our body wants to do. So we're going to work against ourselves most likely here. So fingers are clasped together. Turn the palms in towards the body. This is probably going to feel pretty tight and maybe a little bit difficult. So don't overdo it. Push as far as you can without causing any pain. What the tendency is to turn away and down. That's not what we want to do. We want to turn the palms in towards your bum and find that nice deep stretch of the wrists and forearms. From here, with the legs hip width distance, lead with your chest, press the tailbone back, coming forward all the way down, forward fold. If possible, we bring the arms forward. Now feeling a deep stretch in through the shoulders, maybe even the chest. Using an inhale for support, press the ground away to stand up, leading with the chest once more. Engage the hips, the quads pressing forward, arching through the spine. Inhale for support to stand up, twist look behind you. And other side. Back to center, side bend. Pressing from the hips and then arching through the upper torso. Pull that shoulder blade in to its socket. Inhale through center, other side. Press the hips, arch the side. Shoulder blade plugs into the socket. And inhale back through center. Let that go, shake out the hands. Give it a really good shake, 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 shake. You can rotate here if that feels good. So all of the nerve endings, the tips of our nerves, come into the palms of the hands and also into the soles of the feet. So as we shake, shake, shake the hands, we release the tension that was generated in the nerves, releasing it through the tips. Okay, let's keep moving right along. So our third position, palms are in, fingers face the ceiling. Relax the chin to one shoulder and inhale as you rotate. Exhale as you reach the shoulder. Lips are sealed, breathing in and out through the nose. Bring that head through center. Turn the hands or fingers to point towards the floor for our fourth position. And we'll reverse what we did with the head and neck. So the chin comes to the shoulder again. Inhale through the nose. And exhale down. Inhale at the shoulder. Exhale as you rotate. Repeating several times at your own pace with your own breath. One more on each direction. Bring the head through center, look straight, lower the arms, and give it a shake. Our fifth position is next. Fingers are now parallel with the floor, palms face in. Hold the arms out long and drop the ear to the shoulder, side to side. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other side. Bring the head through center, look straight, lower the arms down, let them relax. You can shake it out if that feels good. Coming back to our fifth position, bring the hands in front of you, fingers clasped together, bend the elbows, twist, press away, and switch, and switch. Repeating this several times. Next time you press the palms out, hold it there, hold the stretch, and then release the fingers. We're in our sixth position now. From here, take your nose, draw number 8. 2 big circles, cross through the middle. Another way, draw that number 8 in the other direction. And now take that number 8, turn it onto its side like an infinity symbol, and repeat. Draw 2 big circles, crossing through the center. And then changing direction. Draw that number 8 infinity symbol the other way. And bring the head through center, look straight with control. I know we're getting to the edge here. Lower it down with gentle control and shake it out. All right, almost there. 2 more to go here. Just like we did with our hip joint earlier with the spider movements, we're now working focused on the shoulder joint and the shoulder girdle, working through the full range of motion, 360 degrees that our shoulder joint is designed to move in. We often don't move it in these different ways in that full range of motion. So a lot of these exercises can feel really challenging, even though they may look pretty simple. And the simple reason for that is when we don't move our joints in a certain way, it becomes tight, it becomes harder to do. So again, with practice, with repetition, bringing this style of yoga into your daily practice or a few times a week, ideally daily, but a few times a week will really help you see and notice those improvements in those tight spots. So we'll continue on to our 7th position. So from 6, where we just were, back to 7. And for 7, the movement for our head and neck is a full rotation. So we relax the head to shoulder, inhale up and back, and exhale chin to chest. Inhale and exhale. Do this 3 times on one side. Keep your count. And then 3 times the other way. After your 3, bring the head through center to look straight and release the arms, lower them down. And our final position is number 8. So we bring the palms in towards the body, fingers pointing back behind us. Turn the head to one side and draw small circles with your nose. As you move your chin over to the opposite shoulder, keep those circles going the same way as you come back. Once you reach your starting shoulder, change direction. Circles go the other way. And once you've completed, bring the head through center and release the arms down. Shake it out. Let's inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Palms come together to touch. Exhale, deep bend through the knees and hands come down on the floor. From here, let's rotate the body. Switch other way. And from here, from center, come down towards your full squat, shifting side to side laterally from one leg to the other. If possible, as we move through this, we can try to tap that knee on the ground. That may or may not be accessible to everyone. It takes a lot of ankle mobility to get that knee all the way to the floor. So just work where you can achieve, and then settling into our full squatting position. Elbows pressing into the knees press back into the elbows. Tuck the chin slightly to lengthen the back of your neck. Broaden through your collarbones. Breathe full focused breaths all the way into the base of the spine, the tailbone. And as you're ready, release the hands behind you, finding your seat. Soles of the feet come together to touch. Long, tall spine, stacking vertebrae on top of one another. Moving the legs up and down like a butterfly. And rocking side to side. Pausing at the center, rotate the torso over the hips. Switch other way. From here, straighten one leg, bending the other leg, heel close to the groin. And from here, you can keep the hands here for a more of a challenge, or give yourself some support behind you. And switch the legs back and forth. And we'll land on the opposite side from where we started. Stretch both legs out. Walk yourself forward. Coming only as far forward as you need to feel a stretch. Don't force it. We don't get any benefit from forcing ourselves into a deeper stretch than our body is ready for. So find that spot for you that is a nice, noticeable, deep stretch, and breathe into the parts of your body that feel the stretch, that may feel tight, where you feel the tension of the stretch. Focus your breath there. Walk the hands back to bring that torso back up straight. Bring the legs together. We'll come onto our backs. Inhale, lift the pelvis high. Press the feet into the ground. You may be comfortable staying right here. If you want to take a deeper stretch, come up onto the toes and bring the hands under the lower back for support, and then lower the heels back to the floor. You get a deeper stretch here of the hips and the pelvis with the support of the hands. Squeeze those inner thighs together, and no matter which position you're in, press the ground away with the feet. And then start to lower down, slowly releasing those hands if they're under your back. Gently meeting back on the floor. Knees come together to touch. Feet stay right where they are. Drop the knees side to side, switching back and forth. Hold on one side for a moment. Inhale through center, exhale, other side. Pause and hold. Inhale back through center. Press those knees together once more. Lift the pelvis high. Hold the stretch. Press the ground away with the feet. Press the ground away with the shoulders. Continue to squeeze the inner thighs, legs together. And lowering down, slowly with control. Soles of the feet come to touch. Knees open wide, rock side to side. Pause your rock, press the outside edges of the feet into the floor and press the pelvis high, stretching through the groin. Holding the stretch high, not holding our breath. Keep that breath flowing in and out. And releasing slowly back down to the floor again. Butterfly the legs here, up and down, gentle movements. Close the legs, bring the thighs back together, lift the knees off the floor, rotate in a circle. Other way, switch direction. And pause. Take those knees out to 90-degree angles. Knees over hips. Ankles are at 90 degrees, and drop the legs over to one side for a lateral twist. Turning your head away from the knees. Use an inhale for support, bring the knees through center and over to the other side. Inhale, bring the knees through center, put the hands on the knees, rotate the legs separately. Switch direction. Keep the knees together. Bring the hands behind on the back of the thighs and rock and roll up and down your spine. If possible, we want to eventually roll up into a seat. If that doesn't work for you, pause your rock, roll onto one side, and press up into a seat. However you get there from your seat, we want to shift onto all fours, crossing the ankles beneath and behind us. Coming to all fours, shoulders over wrists, knees over hips over knees. Drop the belly, lift the head for a cow pose. And then exhale, pull the navel up and in, press the ground away, arch the spine for our cat pose. And shifting between these two positions several times at your own pace with your own breath. Coming to a flat back, neutral spine, rotate your hips a few times, one way and the other way. Lowering down onto your forearms, stretch out the legs, curl the toes, coming up to a forearm plank, holding here. When you're ready, lowering down slowly with control onto the belly, shifting the hands underneath the shoulders, keep those toes tucked, lifting the chest forward and up, arching through the back, through the spine. Press the ground away to deepen into cobra. Keep those elbows bent close to the sides. Rock your pelvis side to side as you lower down. From here, press the ground away, hands and knees press against the floor. Keep going. Hips toward the heels, toes stay curled for our sitting downward dog. Stretching long through the arms, armpits, chest. Breathing fully, deeply. Feeling the torso expand, front, back, side to side, inflating like a balloon in all directions. If your forehead is touching the floor, go ahead and rock your forehead side to side a few times. And from here, shifting into a downward dog. Press the ground away. Raise the hips. Press all 10 fingers into the floor. The heels of the hand, the bottom of the hand, press the ground away. Press the torso up and back. Your knees can be bent here, any amount that feels right for you. Let's bring the heels up and down a few times, both heels. Keep those heels up and now drop one heel at a time, alternating back and forth. Both heels come down to the floor. Again, bending the knees if that feels right for you and your body this evening. Inhale, lift one leg. Be careful of your surroundings. Lift that leg high. Bend the knee, heel towards the butt. Bring that knee in towards your elbow and bend the knee down. Pausing here, taking a stretch through our outer hip flexors. Be aware of the hands and the wrists. We don't want to dump too much weight into the hands and the wrists here. Let's come out of this. Curl the toe of your straight leg, lift it up off the floor, engage your abs. Bring that bent leg straight back behind you. And we'll do that on the other side. Inhale, raise opposite leg high towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, kick the butt, and then pull the knee in forward towards your elbow. Let it drop down to the floor. And find that nice deep stretch of your hip, outer hip. Get a nice deep stretch of our IT band, our psoas muscle. Actually, we're contracting our psoas muscle, but good for it nonetheless. As we come out of this, curl the toes of your straight leg. Lift that knee up off the floor. Support yourself, engage the abs, press the ground away, lift that leg back, coming into our downward dog. And step by step, walk the hands back toward the feet, holding, pausing in a forward bend. Taking some deep breaths here. If you're familiar with the gorilla pose, you can bring the hands under the feet. Massage your wrists a little bit with your toes. This is just an option. You can choose whether or not you want to take that this evening. And release the hands if you do have them in your gorilla pose. We're going to press the ground away. Inhale, rolling up one vertebra at a time. As you reach the top, bring those shoulders up towards the ears. And on your exhale, let them slide down your back. And then from here, take a few steps forward on your mat. Come down into a seated position. Keep going all the way onto your back. Bend both knees, bring them in towards your chest. Grab hold of those knees, pull them in close to you. Lift the head, nose towards the knees, squeezing everything in together in a tight ball. Don't forget to squeeze your feet, your fingers, your face. Take a big inhalation through the nose. And exhale. As you exhale, let the legs straighten out long in front of you and the arms open up wide to your sides with the palms facing the ceiling. Making any adjustments to your limbs, your flesh. You do not need to stay right where you landed. Adjust yourself so you can feel comfortable as we shift into our final relaxation for the class today. And as you get settled here, bring your awareness down into your feet and relax your toes, your feet, and your ankles. Relax your lower legs, the shins and the calves. Relax the back of your knees and relax your kneecaps. Relax the back of your thighs, the hamstrings, and relax the quads in the front of your thighs. Relax your tailbone, your sacrum, hips, pelvis, all of your hip flexors and your glute muscles. Relax. Relaxing your lower back and all of your lumbar spine. Now relax all of your intestines. Relax the middle of your back and all of your thoracic spine. Relax your stomach and all of your internal organs. Relax your lungs, your heart, your chest. Move your awareness out into your hands, relaxing your fingers, palms, and wrists. Relax your forearms, your elbows, your upper arms, and your shoulders. Relax your collarbones, your throat, and the back of your neck. All of your cervical spine relax. Now relax all the muscles in your face, the lips, cheeks, temples, the eyes and the eyebrows. Relax your forehead and relax the space right between your eyebrows. Now relax your ears and the back of your head, the back cortex of your brain. And relax the space right between your ears. Finally, relax the crown of your head. Your body feels heavy, like you could sink right into the ground, right into Mother Earth. And you can just let go. As you feel ready to come back, start by finding small movements of your fingers and your toes, gentle movements of your wrists and your ankles. And eventually, there is no rush. Rolling over onto one side and pressing up into a comfortable seat. As you reach your seat, bring your hands together to touch in front of your chest. Taking a moment to give yourself some gratitude and appreciation for taking time out of your day to take care of yourself. Care for the physical body, your mind, and your energetic body. Send some gratitude out to your fellow yogis for sharing in this space and in this practice. And I send my gratitude out to each of you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. It brings me a lot of joy, and it's an honor to do so thank you all. Let's bring our thumbs to touch between the eyebrows and bowing forward in recognition of one another and to seal our practice together.